Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of the Retro Wrestling Revival. It is Monday night. We are here. Rest in peace to the great Iron Sheik, the man, the legend himself. He will humble you. He will break your back. He will do whatever he wants. The Iron Sheik is now, as Daniel said in the comments here, he is laying those camel clutches on in heaven right now for sure, man. Sad to see the Iron Sheik go, bro. We were just talking about him last week.
We were, and the thing about it, ladies and gentlemen, me and John, we've been going down some rabbit holes recently, like the past few days, and really the impact of the Iron Sheik, this modern era really doesn't value him nearly as much as they should, because think about it from this perspective. If it wasn't for Sheik being that great villain for Hulk Hogan to beat, Hulkamania wouldn't have been born. Without Hulkamania, you wouldn't have WrestleMania, and like without WrestleMania, dare I say, you wouldn't have modern wrestling. So Sheik played a pivotal role in the lore of pro wrestling. So shout out to Sheik. Rest in peace.
Even the Hulkster said it, bro. He said that there would be no Hulkamania if it wasn't for the Sheik.
Oh yeah. And the thing about it is, like right now, like the Sheiky baby up in heaven, him and the Macho Man, like they're going for the title.
Fuck you Randy Savage, you fuck.
Exactly.
Well, no, said I Randy Savage, you piece of shit. I'm telling you, his rants are just epic.
So the beautiful part about it is, because Sheik is such a legend within our business, there's very few people that have reached the level that Sheik has. Very, very few people. I would say maybe less than 20 people in the history of the business were as influential as the Iron Sheik. So as a tribute, from here on out, every single week we do a show, we're going to be doing the Iron Sheik Tweet of the Week. So we're going to go back into the Sheiky baby archives of Twitter, and we're going to pull out some golden gems, because for everybody out there that doesn't understand, the Sheik was a great wrestler. The Sheik was a great promo. The Sheik was awesome at being a villain. But dare I say, he was even better at tweeting, John. What do you think?
Well, it was those two twins that ran his Twitter account that did it as him. So, you know, they did a real good job acting as the Sheik there. Wait,
are you serious?
You didn't know that?
No, I thought...
No, there was these two twins that were like his handlers. They were like family friends of his. He was like an uncle to them, that he ran their Twitter for them for all those years.
So did Sheik basically vocally tell them what to type?
No, I don't think so. I don't think Sheik had any recollection of what was going on half the time.
Well, regardless, we need...
I'm sure their Sheik endorsed a few of them, at least. I'm sure, you know, the things that they've heard him say through the years, are they try to channel their inner Sheik in the tweets. So,
regardless,
he gave us enough rants. Okay.
Oh God, yes, and
which says it right here. He would never spend his time at Twitter. He'd break social media's back.
Yes, he'd break his back. And freaking, as a tribute to the Sheik, before the year is over with, we will do a watch along to the Iron Sheik documentary, which is, I believe, it's free on YouTube right now.
Well, yeah, I've seen part of it. It was pretty good, actually.
Yes, and the word jabroni actually was the Sheik. So The Rock on the documentary, because I've seen it before, he gives full blown credit, saying that if it wasn't for the Sheik, he wouldn't have had that jabroni word. So that's pretty cool.
Says it right on tonight's Nitro. We have icons, we have legends, we have heroes, we have jobbers, and then in the absolute worst of the worst, we have Prince Iaukea tonight.
Oh my! Do you know what I gotta say? Because I read that there's Ric Flair on the show.
Fucking bullshit!
You got a gem of a show tonight. I'm telling you. Let's see if they could beat Raw from last week. I have no idea. But how you doing other than that? You doing good?
I'm doing good, brother, man. It's been an adventurous day, actually, because my daughter, she's been under the weather ultimately, with having a severe earache. But ultimately, we got that squared away. She's feeling a little bit better. But then on top of that, man, just being able to relax, spend time with family. It's been good, man. There's been more good than bad. And my daughter, I don't know what it is. This young lady, she has such a high pain threshold. I don't get it. I mean, because which I don't know about you, but the older I get, the smallest little thing, I will whine like a baby. She can have a freaking ear infection and not say a word.
I have a broken leg right now. I have a torn medial collateral ligament and a torn meniscus in my leg, and I walk every day and get up and work my ass up. I got a pain threshold like you wouldn't believe. I don't know how.
Gotcha.
She has Swimmer's ear and an inner ear infection.
I have no idea how.
I was right.
I really don't. I have no idea how, but I do, But some days I feel like a whiny baby because I just want to lay there in bed and not get up,
But you got to.
But you got to grind. And it's like tonight on Nitro. We got to grind through this tonight. All right, here's the card tonight, Mr. Martin. I won't even read this to you off the air so you could hear some of this for yourself.
I'm excited.
Out here. Yeah, I tell the doctors to fix me up or I'll make them humble. I'll fucking slap that motherfucker in the camel clutch and I'll break his back.
I'll fuck him in the ass with.
No, you can do that. I'm not doing that one.
Randy Savage, I'll take my 10-inch cock and I'll stick it in your. Oh my God.
Yo, jabroni, fuck. Fucking Savage Randy. I love the Sheik.
All right, so what's the lineup for
All
tonight?
right, so we're coming from Dayton, Ohio tonight. It is the June 2nd, 1997 edition of Nitro. And we got kicking off the card tonight. We have the star of stars, the man, the myth, and he thinks he's a legend. We have Glacier, and he's taking on the dancing fool himself, Dust Wonder Kid, Alex Wright, in the opening match tonight.
I love it.
It's gonna be a fucking chef's kiss of a gem. Do you think Wrath and Morrus are coming out tonight?
Oh, dude, I bet you 15 shekels that they will show up.
Adam Demoy, I'm sorry if I said your last name wrong, Adam. That was part of the agreement for Iran and Saudi Arabia to have a peace deal. The Saudis demanded an end to the Sheik, and so Iran put out a hit on him. Yeah, I think that was in the documentary or something like that, Adam. That's why he fled, I believe. So,
yep.
And he was a legit tough guy.
And then on top of that, he was an Olympic athlete.
He was an Olympic silver gold medalist, I think it was, in Greco-Roman wrestling too.
That and he holds the world record for the crap. I cannot think of the name of the.
I know the things he twists around and all that.
Yeah, he holds the world record for that.
Yeah, he was doing some. She could hold his own, man. He was a tough bastard. That's for sure. All right, next match is going to be Buff Bagwell taking on Joe Gomez. Is here tonight. Joe Gomez, are you excited to see some Joe Gomez?
Yay!
Yes. All right.
Outstanding.
Daniel's going to be fucking stoked for this match coming up next here after that one here. We got the Laughing Man, Hugh Morrus, taking on his icon, his hero, the man who he strives to be like. Prince Iaukea is going to be here again tonight. Daniel says boo, but trust me, he's cheering right behind the scenes. I'm telling you right now. He's going to fast forward and watch this match on repeat all night long.
Which I think I could which I can speak for Daniel. He's thinking this right now.
Fucking bullshit!
Yep, he probably is right now. I think a lot of people are. Next is a tag match. It's going to be Masahiro, Chono, and the Great Muta versus the Steiner brothers tonight.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, all right. It gets better. Next, we got a U.S. heavyweight title match. Now, I'm looking forward to at least the U.S. heavyweight champion, Dean Malenko. And he is taking on Michael Wallstreet. Hit it. Hit the Sheik.
Oh, my God. Good Lord. Hold on.
Fucking bullshit!
Keep that handy, all right? Because we got the next match. The next match is Ciclope and Damien versus the Harlem Heat. Hit it again.
Fucking bullshit!
Scott Steiner says Mike Enos should have been world champion. He could have had a legendary feud with the Booty Man.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a good one. There's Scott. Mike Enos. He's mean. He's bad. He's mean Mike Enos.
Oh, yeah, Mike Enos. Hold
the guy
on.
That Scott Hall interrupted on this when he first came in.
And Mike Enos.
One of the Beverly brothers.
And Mike Enos was one of the legends on WXO.
Yes, he sure was. That's for sure. Michael Wallstreet with a U.S. title match in 97. Yeah, Raw wins. All right, next match is going to be Chris Benoit taking on the Barbarian.
Okay. All right.
We'll see. They might
That's
beat the shit out of each other.
Okay.
And I think you're going to want to hit the Sheik buzzer here for this one here. The Sheik audio for this one. It's going to be Ric Flair's here. So I'm glad at least for the next person.
I'm sorry.
Just for Ric Flair. I'm glad at least he's taking on Scott Hall. So
okay. Scott Hall's awesome.
That is the card for tonight for Nitro, Mr. Martin. So if you guys want to watch along with us, head on over to the Peacock app. That's where we watch on, and check out WCW Monday Nitro. It is going to be June 2nd, 1997. Do you got it loaded up? You're ready to go, buddy.
I'm ready to go. You know what? You just gave me a great idea for here on out the Sheik buzzer. How about that?
I'll tell you, if I tell you to hit it. There you go. If Flair does a promo, Daniel says we need to triple Sheiky. All right, man. Let's get going here on the show tonight. All right, Chris, you ready to roll?
I'm ready to rock and roll, brother.
All right, let's do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The NWO is out in full force tonight here in Dayton, Ohio.
The crowd so far, what do you think?
Dayton's looking all right so far. And we got Hall and Nash to kick it off, so we're
no.
All right. Look at the idiot in the front row. Okay. Look at the idiot in the front row with no shirt on, and he's got the yellow fucking face paint on.
Oh my god.
Just take a look at this guy. You'll see him.
Good lord. He looks like a frog.
I don't know what's going on here. We got a couple of Sting guys here in Dayton that are painting their faces.
Oh my god.
I think Scott was hitting the bar up here in Dayton.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
He's looking a little sauce tonight.
He is.
I love me some Scott Hall, but I'm telling you, he's definitely looking like he hit the bar up there a little bit beforehand.
Woo! Yeah, oh yeah, dude, those tag titles are beautiful.
I love the old WCW tag titles. Did you see the new belt they gave Rhea tonight there on Raw?
Yes.
What'd you think?
It might grow on me. It's better than what she had.
Okay.
I mean, what do you think?
I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
I just wish they would have some sense of creativity, like with having different designs for the men and women, instead of, well, like the world champion on this show has got this design, so like the females, so like female world champions got to have the same one. It's like, no, do it different. But I mean, it's not bad at all. It's better than what it was.
Okay, so, I like it. I think it's pretty cool.
What do you think of the one for Asuka?
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right.
I think Joey Chestnut needs to.
Joey Jaws. He's going to win that. He's going to win that mustard belt soon. Daniel says he's got Sting's fifth cousin in the crowd with the face paint.
Yes.
Mike says Pastor. Howdy.
What's going on, Mike? I hope you're doing well tonight, my friend.
Steiner says Iron Sheik should have came to WCW to humble the Hulk Hogan and the NWO.
Oh, without a doubt.
He just woke up a minute before going out there and still more alert than Ahmed. I think that definitely is very true.
Oh my God, yes,
Ahmed. There's some JJ Dillon out here.
The worst authority figure in the history of WCW.
He was awful.
Who do you think was worse, him or Mike Adamle?
I like Mike Adamle. All right, I'm going to go with Mike Adamle. He's much better.
Okay.
Jeff Harvey. I mean, come on. Jeff Harvey. 100%.
Bastard,
Mike said NWA 75 in St. Louis at the end of August.
Oh, hopefully they will be able to put together like a decent show. I mean,
what's the card going to be for that, Mike?
Because I honestly have no idea, but like the God honest truth, because I'm not going to talk shit. From what I heard, the Crockett Cup was actually a fairly good show. So
okay, interesting.
Yeah. So
thought on Ernest the Cat Miller. I always thought he was entertaining. I loved his stuff later on as when he was doing the James Brown shit. I liked him. What about you?
I loved Ernest Cat Miller, phenomenal entertainer. I feel like he was a better entertainer than wrestler. And I think the WWE, they should have given him more of a chance than what they did, because I think the guy would have been a hell of a manager. I mean, hell, like, just imagine using him like to help get over younger talent by being like their manager. I think Ernest, that would have been his wheelhouse.
He was hilarious. I loved
Ernest. Oh God, he was Miller. Excellent. All right. Oh God, here we go.
JJ's hightailing it out of there. Yeah, I love those old WCW tag belts.
Oh,
those are great.
Dude, they're beautiful. Apparently on Walmart.com, you can buy wrestling belts for like $150.
Why would Walmart have them?
Well, okay, so like the Walmart site is similar to the Amazon site where you have third-party sellers, and apparently there's you got like these belts for like $150. Like the reviews are either like 1 star or 5. Like there's no in between.
All right, interesting.
Because one of the fans said that as soon as I opened it, like the whole room stunk of leather.
Okay.
Like the fake, so basically like the fake processed leather. And then they said like their
cheap shit.
Oh yeah, and then they said like then they said like as soon as they got it out of the bag, the side plate fell off.
Daniel says probably ordered the WWE title on Walmart and they send you a Divas title.
Yep.
They got to get rid of that old stock of them, right, Daniel?
Oh God, yeah.
I love the intro to Nitro when they would do those fireworks. The old custom WCW intro. I always say it, man. It's always my favorite.
It is absolutely outstanding. And the thing is that this is just like a weird thought. But just imagine if you could have had Tony Schiavone, Gorilla Monsoon, and Bobby Heenan all in the same booth for Nitro.
Cool. Oh, here's your dancing man here. Alex Wright coming out here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Dust Wonderkin.
There he is.
Yes.
This thing is with him as a heel, though, just sucks.
No, I agree.
It's terrible. It's
honestly
awful.
I feel like he would have gotten a lot further if it wasn't for this gimmick. Just like the whole. Oh yeah, and the thing is that like a lot of people like they're saying like, heck, Ric Flair was the one that was the biggest supporter for Alex Wright.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Which a lot of people don't realize that.
He's about to wrestle circles around Glacier, Daniel says. I don't think that's really hard to wrestle circles around Ray Lloyd Glacier. Alex,
honestly, was one of the better sound wrestlers on the roster. And which I ain't talking shit. I'm being serious.
He could go in the ring. He wasn't that bad.
No. Now, this man is a big old hunk of shit.
He is the worst.
He's fucking
Wrath and Mortis come out. What do you think?
Yeah,
we get this for the 20th week in a row. It seems like between these guys.
15 shekels. I will pay you if they don't come out.
You know, Alex. He says, "I always wanted to see Alex Wright wrestle Berlin, but sadly he disappeared right before Berlin debuted."
Yeah, they never showed up in the same place. Why is that?
Amazing. I wonder. You know, come on.
That's like
that Berlin gimmick was the worst gimmick for Alex, though. Like, you want to talk about like just giving him a just awful gimmick after just having an awful stretch there. That Berlin gimmick was the worst. But, you know, it did give the Wall. The Wall was pretty good, was his manager or whatever, or his bodyguard or something, right?
Oh, yeah. The Wall feuded with Hulk Hogan. I mean, the thing is that they could have pushed him to be a serious world champion challenger. And we saw him with the NWA watch-alongs that we did before they threw a goddamn temper tantrum. And he was what's his name? I can't think of his gimmick name. Within TNA. Malice. Mm-hmm. Dude, he looked like a badass.
Yeah, he was good.
Malice.
He had a good gimmick. Adam says, heard RVD on K100. They were talking about WCW wanted RVD for Nitro, possibly to be in the Mortal Kombat.
Oh, thank God he said no.
Yeah, he would have been legit at least. He would have been like the only legit one out there out of all of them, really. It would have looked like RVD could go in the ring even at that time. I think he had a little run in WCW at some point. As like,
he did.
It was like, I don't know if he used the Rob Van Dam name or something like that.
Robbie V.
Okay. Yeah.
He feuded with Scotty Flamingo.
Okay. It was a good thing that he didn't go there.
No.
Boy, Alex is drawing some heat here at least.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
The Dayton crowd is telling him to go kiss off there and
kick
rocks.
Who'd you rather watch? Glacier or this man right here?
Do you even have to ask that question? All right. Hold on now. Just for saying something stupid, I'm going to just give it right to you.
I don't know how to answer that question. That's like, who's your biggest match? What the hell? I've been doing this for fucking 40 years, and you're asking me who in the fuck's my biggest match?
All right. You're a fucking worthless. You're a fucking worthless drunk. Go to hell, you worthless loser.
Thank you.
Every show, I can find at least several spots to put that in. Just
thank you.
Put that up there. Thank you.
And sorry, Paul Bromwell.
You should Robbie V was money. We need a Robbie V return. I'd rather watch the Goon. He'll never know who his biggest match is. He wrestled for 40 years.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Jesus. Here comes Vandenberg again.
See, we called it. Oh,
the predictability of this it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this one out. It's coming.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
He's coming out with that helmet there again.
Oh, Lord.
Did they ever explain this helmet and why it was so important?
I don't know. I guess it's like the urn for the Undertaker.
There he is. There's Mortis.
Fucking poor.
Look at that fan in the back. If Mortis would kick that beer in that fan's face, then it would be even better, this segment.
Dude, freaking Canyon, so talented.
Well, we're gonna get Ernest the Cat Miller here for Scott Steiner that asked it earlier. I think we're gonna get Ernest coming out because didn't he come out last time?
Yes, I'm the greatest.
Okay, he knows there's two guys out here, but he just does that big punch to him, and then just decides to pause there for a good 5 seconds after punching him.
Oh God!
Here comes the Goon Squad. They're taking him out. Alex is still in the ring. Hey, Alex, no, is he going to join in? Or are they going to kill him too? Uh-oh, Alex is about to get his ass kicked too. He better dance his way out of here.
Oh my God.
Oh, they're giving him an opportunity to kick Glacier. Is he going to join up with Morrus and Wrath?
Dude, no offense. What is Ernest Miller's character?
When he first comes out here, nobody knows. Nobody knows what it is. He's just the karate guy.
Scott Steiner says, y'all remember when Sabu was in World Championship Pros? Yes.
Yes, I do actually remember he was in there.
The first
I thought he was entertaining.
Oh, God, it was great. Like the first few episodes of Nitro we did. Like years ago?
I don't think I don't remember if he was there that early. I can't remember when it was, but I remember. Didn't he like wrestle Mr. JL or something?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it might have been earlier.
No, wait, hold on. I think it was the watch alongs you did with
I don't remember the time frame when it was, but I do remember
1995.
He was there for only a very short time.
Yes.
All right, so why didn't they bring Ernest out this week to save him again? They did it last week, and they just bring out this unknown guy, and then they don't do it this week.
Here's a little inside baseball with you. Mr. Cat, the Miller man, Miller Time man, I call him that. Anyways, he was on the phone with his mama.
Somebody call his mama.
Yeah.
Alex should have danced the entire time Glacier was getting beat up.
God, that's good. Dude, joke.
He had one match with Alex on Nitro that he won, but it got reversed due to putting him through a table. Oh,
Joe Gomez was, yeah.
Love the bell continuously ringing, yet Glacier just beat up 3 guys by himself.
Yes.
Can you believe that Joe Gomez and Ric Flair are best friends in real life?
No.
Isn't that an awkward fucking... Just you would never think that. I mean, it's cool to think. I mean, I guess, but it's like he's like best friends with Joe Gomez in real life.
I guess Flair burned so many bridges that Joe's like, well, I want some relevancy.
I guess. Or Joe Gomez can just party with the best of them too. That's why he's hanging with Flair.
Oh God, yeah. And like with Robbie and Dam, really quick, which I don't know whether like you heard this on the 83 Weeks podcast with Eric Bischoff, but Bischoff was talking about wanting when Fusion Media they acquired World Championship Wrestling before like the deal fell through. One of Bischoff's plans was to bring in Rob Van Dam as one of the top tier stars.
Mm-hmm.
So
that would have been a good one, especially at that time.
Oh yeah,
he was a big player then. Joe Gomez should have been in the Horsemen.
Okay,
get the Renegade in there too, right?
Oh God! So what would have been worse, Paul Roma or Joe Gomez? I'm just saying.
Oh man, that's a hard choice right there. I'm gonna go with Joe Gomez. Paul at least had a better look, I think.
I got you.
Then the bell rang, and then that was over. But he at least had a better look.
And I was watching a thing on Scott Norton. And how there are so many people within like the locker room that wanted him to be up in like the main event scene because of his believability and because of his background. And it's just because like there were so many main eventers at the time, he kind of just fell through the cracks. So
I love Scott Norton. I think he's great.
I think Scott would have been a believable U.S. champion or a challenger for the world title. What do you think?
He was a huge star in Japan.
Wasn't he the first? No, wait.
Don't ask me anything about Japan history like that. I don't know it, but he was I think he was the IWGP champion or something like that at one point. So he definitely had his he had a good run over there. He was a big star in Japan. I know that for sure.
I just want to say this right now for all the Japanites out there. Me and John have the same exact perspective as Maxwell Jacob Freeman when it comes to Japan. We don't think it's anything that's massively special. I mean, don't get me wrong, it has its moments, but we just don't get it. So
people can like what they like. If that's what you like, great. I don't get it. It's just not for me.
Yeah, we just have like a bunch of stiff matches without story. So okay, anyway.
Daniel called it right here. He said Norton had zero personality that they built on. It hurt him a lot though in there. Absolutely. It worked good for Japan, I'm sure, because you just really didn't have to have a lot of character at that time. If you were just a big fucking American that came over there that looked like Scott Norton and you could just beat the shit out of people, it probably worked out real well for you. You come over in America where they wanted to see entertainment and quality, you just didn't go.
I gotcha. And Vader is another.
They tried to pair him with fucking Teddy Long. I mean, how stupid was that? Give him a good manager at least if you're going to put him out there.
Wow. How dare you talk shit about the greatest SmackDown GM of all time?
Hey, that was as a SmackDown GM. When he was the manager here, nah, not so much. Not so much, buddy. He was terrible. So many guys fell through the cracks due to the main event talent at the time. Scott Steiner, Norton, Ice Train, Glacier, the Kiss Demon. You call it right here. There was a lot of good guys that could have been big names. Ice Train and Glacier, yeah. Woo. They were
whoa. And
I like Ice Train.
We love Ice Train, okay? So don't take that as we like I talk shit. We are massive marks for Ice Train.
Yeah, he had a great look. I'm not gonna say I'm a massive mark for him. You might be.
Oh, whoa.
I think he is a wonderful human from what it seems, but yeah, the bell rang and then the song ended. That was it. Definitely not Glacier. I agree with Daniel here. Buff picks up the victory over here over Joe Gomez pretty fast. So
just imagine Ice Train versus A Train. It's a battle of the choo-choo trains. No, wait. Versus
Razor
Braun
on
Strowman.
A pole match. Whoever loses gets their back shaved.
Oh my god.
He did have the look of a star, though. I will say that. You are right, Scott Steiner. He did have a great look. Phenomenal look. He still looks great to this day. He's still fucking huge.
Oh, yeah. And
Mark Marrow's like best friend in real life?
Yes. He's extremely close with Mark Marrow, which I believe which it's either Mark that or his brother just celebrated his birthday. So
Adam says I was a big Mortal Kombat fan, so I like Glacier. And see that I can understand with some of the kids who were Mortal Kombat fans, like that it would resonate with them. How old were you at the time, though, Adam? Like, say around this time, around 97. How old were you at the time? Were you a teenager? Were you a little bit younger? 11, 12 years old?
Which I was 9, and you were what, 13?
No. At this time, I was almost 16. Yeah, you were 12, Adam. So that definitely 12ish. I could see that right there. See, I was like almost 16 at that point. At this point, so for me, it was like it wasn't cool then.
Oh my god,
Jesus! Conan just fuck Hugh Morrus up,
dude.
Bam! He nailed the fucking shit out of him.
Which I like Hugh Morris's theme music.
I like this theme music. I hope they hit it again.
And they fucked that up.
It's one of my favorite WCW theme songs, actually.
Yeah.
He's not laughing right now.
General Erection. Hugh G.
Boy, he had a lot of shit gimmicks, didn't he?
He did. I mean, Russo, he put his fingerprints were all over those gimmicks in like the late 2000s.
We have a suggestion here by Mr. Steiner: Ice Train versus A Train versus Soul Train Jones, aka Virgil. Choo Choo Train on a pole match. Winner keeps the name.
I love it. With Special Enforcer Braun Strowman. Remember the Strowman Express?
Yes.
And
Daniel says, come on, Hugh. Refuse to wrestle, please.
And Strowman.
Oh, no. You're getting your boy here. Please. Conan, come back out and nail this fucking clown right in the head. Oh, this guy is the worst.
What kind of music is this?
I don't know. I have no idea. And the crowd just went mild. Who do you think gets a bigger reaction? Do you think
Hugh,
the Furness and LaFon on Raw a few months ago, or you think Prince Iaukea here?
Furness and LaFon.
I think they did too. I think
the crowd is not
4 or 5 people cheering for him. Dude, nobody's cheering for this asshole right now.
Yeah.
Give me the remote, Daniel says, dear God, no. Oh man.
Well,
you better take care of this light work fast.
Well, like
Please.
all right, Hugh, come on.
Please beat the shit. Oh, Jesus, that was a botch.
Oh, God.
He kneed him in the head accidentally.
Good.
Oh, no, he's all disoriented now. He's playing this up. Come on. Please don't let Iaukea win.
Good.
Then we'll have to have a rematch next week or something like that. No.
Steiner made a decent comment right here.
All right, well, let me check it out. Sorry. Conan is a podcaster and is a promo I enjoy, but I never cared much for his matches. Okay. I could see that for some people. I've never been a huge fan of his work or anything like that at all. But
yeah,
you know, I think some people like his market as a podcaster. Promos can be okay. So
I hate to say this, but the greatest promo that I've ever heard from him was at the Hall of Fame.
He was fucking phenomenal at the Hall of Fame for Rey Mysterio.
He was. That was the best promo I've ever heard.
That match is over. Thank God that match was fast, at least. That was one of the best if not the best Hall of Fame induction that I've ever heard for the Hall of Fame was that one that Conan gave. It was phenomenal for Mysterio.
I wonder which I wonder if the WWE would let him work with them and let him do like the booking for AAA at the same time.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
I got you.
I can't imagine his health is good enough to work over there either in any type of capacity.
I got you.
You know, I just can't imagine it. But JJ, again, are they trying to fill time? Daniel, I have a feeling we're going to see JJ more than a few times tonight.
Jesus Christ.
Timestamp is right now for anybody that wants to watch along or is watching along. We're at 22 minutes and 15 seconds. Oh, we got a tag match at the Great American Bash. Let's see.
Oh, that's our next World Championship Wrestling pay-per-view.
They've done nothing to build that up so far.
And just to let you guys know, for like the newer viewers, when it comes to like the pay-per-views, me and John do them in 2 parts. We do not do full shows for pay-per-views.
And as a reminder, we do this every week on Mondays at about between 9:30 and 10:30 we start. We will not be doing it for about the next month. I'm going to be out of town for work, so we will not be here for the next month. I'll say it at the end of the show. So we did tape one episode of something for some fun that we're going to put out for an old Superstars episode, but we're not going to be here live for a month. But we'll be back on the 3rd week of June or July.
That and we got the Icon show.
Yes. So they'll come out. You get 2 of them here. They're just not going to have our normally scheduled Monday show, but in a month we'll be back.
Yeah, because John's got business trip, so have fun with that.
Oh, it's going to be a blast! I can't wait.
Yes.
I'm really excited for this one.
And with that said, actually, while John's away, I'm gonna be making a return.
Adam said it right here. Fill the time with some new inspired.
Adam, you just read my mind, actually, because I was about to say that. I said, with John gone with this business trip, guess what? Yours truly is going to be bringing back the Inspired to Christopher show. Mm-hmm. So, yes, it is time to go back to basics with my show. And honestly, I strayed away from what I wanted to do. And I became way too angry, way too hateful. Honestly, guys, you don't want to hear about politics. You want to hear about stuff that can lift you up, stuff that can inspire you. Good. And I want to just bring it back to basics. So that's what I'm going to do.
I like to hear that, man.
Yes.
I like to hear that.
Because
JJ
sometimes
getting yelled at by Sherry, does she know how much money men would have paid to be in the same room with her?
Oh, yes. I agree 1,000%. And the thing is that for me, I feel it, and there's no coincidence that whenever I switched the way I did my format, that I was not charting, I was not really getting that many viewers. It's because honestly, the individuals that wanted to hear my show, they didn't want to hear the shit that I was giving them because it wasn't me. So let's just be blunt here.
Yeah, well, that's good, man. You can admit mistakes and move on from it and grow from it. Do what you got to do.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this stuff for DDP here from the power plant.
Whatever. Do you see a shirt?
Yeah. Well, he looks better, I think, now than he does even back then.
Oh, dude, Dime Dallas
Crazy to
Page.
think.
Dude, he is such an inspirational guy. Speaking of inspiring.
Hey, no, Mr. Steiner. He says, I think Joe Gomez was better at wrestling than the Mets are at being a baseball team. All right, Mr. Steiner. I'm a diehard Mets fan, beyond diehard, and I would agree 1,000% with you. It takes a very, very difficult thing to be it's a very, very difficult thing to be a Mets fan, my friend. I don't know where you from, Mr. Steiner.
Well, hold on. You want to talk about being a difficult fan? My team has won a championship since 1983.
We got a fucking $400 million payroll and we suck. All right.
We got like a $30 million payroll.
I'd rather be a $30 million payroll and suck, okay? And then be $400 million or whatever we're at this point in time and be in the fucking position we're at. We're terrible.
Yeah.
But I stick with them.
I agree.
Right? I stick with them.
And you
know Michigan.
I got you. And I stick with my Orioles. I'm loyal to.
Stick with your teams. You can't be a fair weather fan.
No.
You gotta stick with your teams through tough times and good times. Eventually you'll have a good time.
That's like my second
Page 2, the Great American Bash.
Oh, I can't wait. That's like my second favorite baseball team is the Pittsburgh Pirates. And they're doing okay this year.
Yeah, we lost 2 games of them this weekend too. So,
oh shit, I didn't even rub that in. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, we did. We kicked the shit out of them one day, and then the other day we got our asses kicked by them. And then the last game, I think we lost 2-1, so it wasn't that bad.
Who's better, Chono or the Pirates?
I'm going with the Pirates. I'm not a fan of Chono. Okay, I've said this week after week.
I don't get the appeal with him.
I don't either. It's terrible.
The Muta, yeah, I do.
Muta was cool, but not.
Muta was actually a character. Okay, we're not a fan of like the Japanese style, but there was a few
Muta was
outliers.
A phenomenal character.
He was a huge outlier.
Late 80s, early 90s when he was over here.
Oh god, the fireman, the volunteer fireman.
I wish I could play the Steiner's music right now here and put the intro coming out. The
Turn
future of the NWO, Chono and Muta, no reaction.
Yeah.
Let's see. Steve Cohen throws that money for big name players just to flop, just like Eazy-E did for some of the guys in WCW.
Yeah.
You're not lying, buddy. I'm a fan, and I'll admit it all day long. He threw out what he could get for some of these guys, but I will say he was very smart on a few of them. Jacob deGrom, for one, who tore his elbow out again and has to have his second Tommy John surgery. So I'm glad, as much as I love Jacob deGrom, that we did not pick him up again.
deGrom's out for the year?
He's out again for another year. He's having his second Tommy John surgery.
So the Rangers,
the best part of his contract is
that
he gets an added incentive clause for another $40 million because of this injury, that he'll get extended another year if he chooses to accept it and later in his contract. So
good for him.
They're on the hook for this guy for $225 million, and he'll probably, most likely, will never come back to the form that he did. But that's enough baseball talk.
Okay, one more comment before we go into wrestling. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to.
No, go ahead.
Do this, but who had what? So, what was the worst contract in Rangers history? This one or Alex Rodriguez?
Remains to be seen, but they got off the hook for Alex Rodriguez. So
what? So wait, like the Yankees covered the rest of his contract?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, no, they didn't have to cover it, I don't think, at all. So
okay,
deGrom remains to be seen if he can come back, but it's pretty hard for a guy that's going on 35 years old, who's having his second Tommy John surgery in a matter of the last 8 years, and has had multiple elbow injuries.
Yeah,
and no doubt about it. Then I'll get off baseball here because this is wrestling. He is when he's on and he's healthy and he's out there, he's the best pitcher out there. He's unstoppable.
Better than Chet Steadman.
Come on. Don't ask that question. That's a stupid ass question. Hit your Sheik fucking thing right there. Come on, hit the Sheik sound effect for that one.
Hold on.
How dare you insult the name of Chet Steadman for that? I'm a Jacob deGrom guy from the Mets for all those years, but not like that.
I just can't believe how.
Damn, hold on.
Just fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that's what it is. Even Daniel says here, whoa, Chet has no peers.
Okay, let me get my headphones.
Scott Steiner says, I've been watching both Nitro and Raw for a while now. As of late, I find it more enjoyable to watch the shows and watch my poverty Cardinals.
Yeah.
It's all right, man. It's we all have our teams, and they all fall down.
Yeah.
All right, who do you got on this one? Who's your picker? I honestly don't know who wins anything here because I never looked at the spoilers of it. But
Steiners.
You think the Steiners? I got to go.
We got Scott literally on the show right now with us. So
but they're pushing this Japanese connection. So I have a feeling we might get the upset somehow, and I think Muta and Chono win for some reason. They're pushing this. So literally, I got to go with them for that reason. But I normally wouldn't go against the Steiner brothers.
All right, who is more over, Chono or Billy Body?
Who? Who?
My thoughts exactly.
Did I just throw that out there? Sorry, I had to do that one. I had to do that one right out there.
I'm sorry. I actually got a compliment a certain show that just got put out. It was really good.
Yeah, good for them, man.
Yeah,
if they clown that piece of shit, go for it.
Yeah. So, anyways,
good for him.
All right,
scumbag. I wouldn't give him any more ever mention on this fucking show. He's a
I
scumbag.
know. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry.
All right.
He's just a scumbag, man. Look at Scotty. He's taunting Muta here. How many matches do you think that these two probably had together over in Japan? Because the Steiners were
big in Japan
in the 90s.
Oh yeah, they were. I'm guessing like at least 20 or 30.
If ever there was gear that looked painted on, it'd be on Steiner's gear.
Oh God, yeah. Without a doubt.
Rick's out here. He's growling away. I'm going to leave the comment I was going to say about Rick Steiner to myself on this one.
It's sad we have to preface this now.
I don't have to preface anything. The guy made a really fucking stupid call. And I had some words that were very dumb to say out loud.
I don't believe Scott, he's got the same perspectives.
I don't know about that, but Scott said they will not take Scott's slander. Steiner brothers all day. They could break them into 15 pieces and shove it up their own ass if they wanted to. I like this guy. He's good. He's good. That is very true, though. Scott and Rick, by any means necessary in real life, they could fuck these two up in any way they want.
I agree. And
like I said, everybody always says that was around these guys and knew them well that Rick was tougher than Scott. Everybody always says that. Yes, they always say that Rick was the toughest Steiner. If that, and you see Scott, he's big, he's huge, he's massive, he's a bad motherfucker in his own way. Two legit badasses. They say that Rick was the toughest one. That's the truth. But
remember the duck that Scott beat the shit out of on Nitro?
I don't remember that actually. Was that during his feud with the Fat Chick Thriller or something like that?
I don't remember, but I think it was in like the year 2000, and he was walking to, which it was like a backstage walk along, where he was walking to the ring, and he had like his huge metal pole and was smacking the shit out of like a plastic duck.
All right,
and like the announcers were like, "Hit the duck, hit the duck." I mean, it was great.
All right. I don't remember that. Scott had some hilarious shit that he did, though. He was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. He was. And I think they did him dirty in the WWE when he came back. Just saying.
Daniel said it was said Rick was until his later years was tougher. I remember DDP and some others saying it too. Yeah. I'm going to have to remember to come back for the next watch along. You guys are a bit ahead of where I am in this time period, but this is too enjoyable. I don't know how I found y'all, but I'm glad you did. Well, I'm glad you did too, sir. I really am. Make sure you like and follow the page, my friend. We're here every week, like I said, except for the next few weeks while I'm out of town for work, but we're here every Monday night. We flipping, just so you know, we flipping back and forth every week. We alternate. 1 week we do Raw, 1 week we do Nitro, and then we make our decision who wins for that week in our own little Monday Night Wars opinion. So,
and then on top of that, check out the reels. here on the Retro Wrestling Revival Facebook. The most recent one was highly dedicated to one of the greatest of all time, the man that made such a massive impact that he only had to work there for 3 weeks in WWE, and that's Braden Walker. So check out the latest one, Braden Walker, knocking on heaven's doorway. That's all I got to say.
I'm Braden Walker, and I'm going to knock your teeth out. Always glad to see Scott Steiner on the page. Daniel says, "Holler if you hear me."
Yes, straight up. And like, which a huge shout out to Daniel. He helps me put these reels together.
Does he?
So yes.
I know that.
Yes, he does.
Nice.
You know, like those memes, which normally he sends me 1 or 2 per reel.
All right.
Just to put in.
So go.
It adds so much to it.
Daniel's
to make it
one
so
of
much
the
fun.
funniest human beings ever for me.
Yeah.
He's
you guys have
beautiful fucking suplexes by the Steiners there at the same time. Scott just grabbed Chono.
Beautiful.
Let's be real here, man. Chono's about 300 pounds close to it. Yeah. He fucking picked him up like he was nothing. And just
basically like a rag doll.
Yeah.
All right. Boy. Steiner said, "Do we have Instagram?"
I don't actually, buddy. I'm sorry, man. We don't have Instagram. We are on Facebook though. If you look up the Retro Wrestling Revival on Facebook, that's what we're called over there. If you do have Facebook, and
we do have a Twitter. It is a Retro W Revival FB on Twitter. So
all right,
there you go.
Yeah, don't have an Instagram. We just have the Facebook, and Chris does the Twitter. I guess I don't do Twitter, so. All right, here goes Rick Steiner out there to go for Chono. I think Rick could take Chono and flip him the same way that his brother did in that suplex.
Oh yeah, like without a doubt, dude. Like the Steiners, man, they're carrying this match.
Okay, the Harlem Heat are out. They're distracting. Come on. They're distracting Rick out there on the outside. He was going up for the finisher.
How frequently? What do you think the percentage of a clean finish we have within like these matches? I would say honestly less than 30%.
For WCW, I would say probably 40 to 50%. WWE 60% would be screwball finishes.
The fuck is this?
Of them. I don't know what that finish was right there. They just rolled him in. He looked like he did some type of leg lock pin and then pinned him. That was an awful finish.
That's the greatest finisher that I've ever seen. What are you talking about? I will use that from now on.
Daniel says it's a 33 1/3% chance.
Yeah, there you go.
And if the Steiners wanted to suplex you, you were getting thrown to the other side of the building. That is a fact.
I got you. Oh, yeah, I love it.
Fucking JJ is out again.
Jesus Christ.
For the love of God, can the Steiners come out and fucking suplex JJ to the other side of the building now? Please.
That would be amazing.
Get him out of here.
What do you think about the dream match for the damn it, what's it called? The Forbidden Door 2.
Dream match.
Kenny Omega versus that guy in Japan that's just like him. I'm really bad like with these newer names. The guy that claims that Bret Hart was a crybaby and all that.
Ospreay.
Oh yeah. So we got Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Versus Kenny Omega.
I guess I've never seen an Ospreay match. I can't comment.
I'll be blunt with you guys. I know I'm going to have some of the younger fans get pissed, but he's overrated.
Have you seen his matches?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a glorified gymnast. There's no psychology whatsoever in Will Ospreay matches.
Scott Steiner says the greatest finisher of all time was Santino's Cobra Strike.
Dude, that was classic.
Daniel says, JJ, are you reaching your quota of appearances for the rest of the year tonight? And he is more interested in Daniel Bryan versus Okada.
Okay, that could be fantastic.
All right, so I watched an Okada match with Richie, made me watch it a couple years back.
With Kenny?
I don't remember who it was against. It might have been Kenny, I think. I think it was, yeah. It was at one of the Wrestle Kingdoms or whatever.
Which was
good.
Kenny.
Okada was good.
He was great.
He was good. Daniel Bryan's phenomenal, too. Bobby, here's phenomenal. Bobby the Brain Heenan is out now. Thank God.
Oh, and me and John, we say this every single episode that Bobby's on. The greatest performer in the history of the business. Hands
All-around
down.
performer, in my opinion, the greatest all-around.
Yep.
He was the best.
Oh, he was.
They'll never make another Bobby the Brain Heenan again.
Oh, God, no, they won't.
But then again, there were perfect performers out there, like Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
Okay, yeah, true. I got you. And Bret Hart, he's up there as well.
Though.
Well, yeah, but Bret's performance in the ring,
they were amazing.
He was the excellence of execution.
Bobby Heenan collecting his check, and what a tragedy that was for WCW Lim Cook. Yeah, he was just fried at this point for sure.
Oh yeah.
Do you think he just didn't fit in anymore? Or do you think he was just over it?
I just think that Bobby was over it because I think no matter what environment you were to put him in, Bobby could be the most over character in the whole damn building. If his heart was in it, without a doubt. I love Bobby. I think he could be over anywhere. But it
was his style anymore. Some of the stuff that they were starting to do. I just don't think it was his style.
Yeah. And
then I think they didn't use his talent correctly in a lot of ways, probably. No. But Bobby the Brain Heenan, as a manager, like he was in the 90s and 80s, wouldn't have got over at this point either. It wouldn't have got over. No. It was a different time frame.
Oh, yeah.
That Brett never saying rap is crap, which made him not perfect.
But what made up for that was him telling the whole world what El Dandy was, which was a jam-up guy.
Hey.
Just saying.
Well, rap is crap is pretty legendary.
It is.
So it's pretty hard to make. Look at this fucking guy. Wow, he looks like the Hamburglar.
Oh God,
he does. He looks like the fucking Hamburglar. Wow. Oh no. Oh, Jesus Christ. Chris, I'm going to take a piss break real fast.
Come on.
Players on. You're on your own on him. You've ditched me for people. Take over, man. I'm out of here. I can't listen to this fucking ass clown. You're on this one. Cue the Sheik first. Cue the Sheik.
Oh my God, I'm going. Come on,
hit it.
Hold on. I got pulled up. Jesus Christ.
And then I'll go take my break.
Hold on, I get.
Daniel's calling for it. Come on, cue him.
Fucking bullshit.
All right. On that note, cover this Ric Flair stuff because I know how much you love.
Jesus Christ. Thanks. All right.
Scott Hall. It's Randy Macho Man said, "What happened?"
Are you so bad, Sheik? I might be a cheap, you son of a bitch, but you're a bitch. You something about it, a bitch.
Oh my God, guys, this is fucking terrible. This is fucking terrible. I'm sorry, guys. The more and more I watch Ric Flair, the more I feel like he's overrated. And the thing, God, I hate saying this because which I used to think when I was younger that Flair was absolutely outstanding, phenomenal promo, great athlete, everything. But now I hear like the comments from someone like Bret Hart and some other people saying that if you've seen one Ric Flair match, you've seen them all. I can honestly agree with that now. I think Flair is extremely overrated. I think during this time, Flair we talk about these older wrestlers that just wanted to come in and get like a paycheck. I believe Flair was one of those. So, yeah. Did Ric Flair just say, "I'm going to stomp a pothole in your toothpick chewing honky ass"? Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Daniel, I agree 1,000%. Rick dressed like a champion, but tried to act cool. Scott Hall smokes him in that area. Oh, yeah, like without a doubt, because once again, we go back down to it with this era. Flair was a huge star of the 80s, late 70s, but ultimately, I don't think he really fit in really well within this era. I mean, because this was more of like the reality-based wrestling that it was starting to transform into. And unfortunately, Flair was more of I wouldn't say like more of like a cartoon, but he was just like a relic from a bygone era. Honky ass, yes, I love that. I would say like that's the best promo. That's the best part of that promo. Speaking of Mr. Dean Malenko, because he's coming out right now. we are getting ready to release while John is on his business trip. Me and John, we recorded a show like a couple months ago. We've yet to release, but we're going to release it for this time within like the next couple week or two. It is the Forgotten Icon. So like we're going to be paying tribute to those wrestlers that were outstanding, but they were unfortunately not appreciated nearly as much as they should. So Dean Malenko is the first one that we did. And we're going to be releasing that one soon. That way you guys have content at least for a couple weeks while John's gone. And I will be revving up and starting my Inspired with Christopher again. So excited about that. We got EK Wallstreet. Okay. Flair could get away with doing the same stuff because he was so over for so long, but anyone else, it wouldn't work. Flair, my opinion, was just so naturally entertaining. I agree. Flair does have that charisma, but I do believe that to a certain extent, he phoned it in. I believe that he phoned it in with certain things. That's kind of like with Piper. I think Piper is one of the greatest talkers of all time. He's absolutely outstanding. The guy was an amazing character. But I believe whenever he came to World Championship Wrestling, he was just pretty much phoning it in for like a paycheck. Now Flair, when he came back, I believe it was 1992 or 93, he was in it 1,000%, busting his ass, working hard. He's the one that helped put over Hulk Hogan. I believe it was Bash at the Beach 94. And he did, and he basically gave the baton to Hogan to help run the company. And Flair was a great wrestler like in that aspect, but also I think later on, like 97, 98, 99, Flair's just, I don't know, guys. You guys, you're entitled to having your view on Flair. But for me, he just grew stale. That's all. All right. So yeah, here we go. Oh yeah. All right. Really? John's back. Yeah. I see him. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this VK Wallstreet Dean Malenko match, it's going to be an all-time classic, ladies and gentlemen.
God, I missed that promo. What did I miss? Anything important?
He said, Scott Hall, I'm going to stomp a pothole in your toothpick flicking honky ass.
Okay, interesting. Let's see. Piper may have been there for the paycheck, but I love his feud with Hogan towards Starrcade. I agree with your points on both Piper and Flair. And Flair, as president of WCW, was the only time I enjoyed Flair in 96 to 99.
Yeah. I got to say this. When it came to Piper and his promos, especially with Hogan, with the build-up to Starrcade, outstanding. Okay?
They just drug it on too long.
Yes, I agree.
They dragged it way too long.
Because Piper had glimpses of greatness while he was in World Championship Wrestling, but you could tell for the most part, he was checked out, man.
Now, I'll give you a spoiler. Next week is when the Luger build really starts.
Oh, I'm excited.
There's on the next Nitro, Luger and Hogan have a kind of an impromptu match, and it kind of starts the Luger build because it's about to be the summer of Luger here on Nitro.
Okay, so we're going to get to the summer of Punk, but it's going to be a few years. So I'm just saying.
The summer of Luger is great on WCW. I love Luger in this time frame, and it's one of my favorite moments in WCW when he won the world title. When he won the world title in '97,
they made him lose the belt way too soon.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
I think what they should have done is they should have had Luger have the title for like a few months, have Hogan beat him the month before Starrcade, and then do Sting versus Hogan. I think that would have been smarter.
Dean Malenko could have been the world champion eventually if he had the charisma, potentially a hot take. I agree. He could have been. I agree with you. We say that And that's why Dean is on our he's
Forgotten
on our
Icons.
First spot Forgotten Icons is coming up here on the channel in the next few weeks. We've had that tape for a while, but we're going to release that, I think, probably sometime over the next like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Dean Malenko for sure.
Outstanding.
World championship caliber in the ring. No doubt about it.
It's a damn shame because I believe Malenko was around in the wrong era. Just imagine if Malenko was in his prime right now, and he was in frickin' the WWE, frickin' AEW, or Ring of Honor. He would be a world champion multiple
He'd be
times.
an internet darling in 2023.
Oh yeah, like without a doubt.
He would be 100%.
And
he would
the
be the guy that would be going to AEW, and they'd be jumping up and down for him to come there.
And which that's not a bad thing. He was outstandingly talented. And the thing is that just imagine a prime Daniel Bryan versus a prime Dean Malenko. Holy shit.
Daniel makes a good point here. He said the only problem with him having the belt at all was you needed Sting to be the one to down Hogan. They should have had it like March with Luger, and then maybe Hogan gets it back in July. It was just a real bad time for him because of the hotness of the angle with
Sting.
with Sting and everything that they were building up for that.
Oh yeah,
100%.
I agree. Oh Jesus Christ. They fucked up the count. Did you just see that?
Yep, they fucked that one up bad. Bad.
Wow.
He's hitting him with a little. What's he got there?
My favorite submission.
Relief.
My favorite submission of all time, right here.
Yep, the best one.
Good God, I love it. Uh-oh.
Jared's pushing him away, though.
Yeah. Nick Patrick.
Calling it down the middle, like always.
Are you serious? Did you just see what happened?
I saw nothing. He called it down the middle, as always.
But yet you want to talk shit about Earl Hebner.
Do not disparage the good name of Nick Patrick again.
The
man has proven himself to be for WCW now. He doesn't mess up calls. That's right, Daniels. What a stand-up guy he is.
Speaking of stand-up guys, what's the next plan for Brad Attitude, guys? Because I know you and Daniel have the inside track on what's going on with Brad Attitude. Do you know what his next step with this path to greatness is?
On an NDA right now, non-disclosure agreement. I cannot divulge what's going on. It's coming.
Okay.
He's gonna set North Carolina on fire even more if that's possible. Daniel said he just made sure Jeff and Deborah didn't interfere. Absolutely, Daniel.
Wow.
Calls it like it is.
Okay.
Straight down the middle all the time.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Brad's got big things coming for him. Let me tell you that.
He does.
Even bigger than it already is. Daniel's right here. The only thing for sure about Brad is nothing's for sure.
And you know, like a Brad Attitude, it's like don't throw rocks at someone with a machine gun. Okay, just saying. And Roman, you're throwing rocks, buddy, at Brad. Watch out.
All right, to pull back the curtain here a little bit, part of my business trip is to go to. I'm going on to strike a big deal here, and let me tell you that I'm not wearing a suit and tie. I'm wearing my Brad Attitude shirt to that.
Oh my God, yes.
That's how I'm going to strike this deal here for my company.
Because
1 star all day. When they ask me what it's all about,
they're going to feel it. They're going to feel the presence
of the attitude.
Yeah.
Bringing in money, big time money. All I'm going to say is Brad Attitude. Watch this clip right here of him.
Yeah.
Look at the shirt. I'm going to be passing them out to everybody here. This is going to be like my thing to seal the deal.
I love it. Go to
Mongo's here. Hit it.
Please go to teammongo76.com. Do whatever you can to help support Mongo McMichaels. He is in the fight of his life with ALS, ladies and gentlemen. I would greatly appreciate you guys to go there. Like a small donation, buy like a t-shirt, buy bumper stickers, buy whatever you can to help support the guy because every little bit goes a long way. So please go to teammongo76.com.
Well, he's really fighting through it, man.
Oh, yeah.
He is really fighting through it. Mongo is one tough son of a bitch. Brad Attitude makes the deals happen. He's the 1 star. Him and the Skyline are going to broker all the deals.
Oh, my God.
The Skyline, man. You thought the Bloodline was big? Woo!
Yes.
They ain't going to North Carolina for a reason. The Bloodline didn't want no part of the Skyline.
I didn't.
Mm-mm. So I've been like all day long for the last like 2-3 days. I've been getting my pool straight because it's just been, it was awful looking. So I sent Daniel some of the before and after pictures today with the chemicals. Daniel said Brad would be proud. He says, "Why you don't have a lake for a pool that Brad does it in his palatial estate? He would be proud of it." Brad gave me some pool tips from his pool guy.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. That's what you get when you're all aboard the attitude train.
I was
having problems getting the color in my pool right. Called up Brad. I said, "Brad, hook me up with the pool guy, man. He gets that lake of yours perfect in there." Boom.
Oh, beautiful, man.
Cleared up in an hour, bro.
Wow.
Bloodline breaks up right as the Skyline forms. Interesting, eh? They don't want no part of it, Daniel.
Oh, no, they don't. Okay, so I take that back about TeamMongo76.com. Apparently that website is not functioning anymore.
Really?
So, yes, really. So go to redbubble.com /shop/TeamMongo76. So redbubble.com and just look up Team Mongo 76. There you go.
Here is a bad chick right here, Sister Sherry.
Oh, yeah. She is one of the toughest females in the history of wrestling. She's someone I would not want to piss off.
I don't think anybody would have. Wow.
If you will, I would not want to piss her off. If you will.
Fucking love the Harlem Heat, though.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Scott said Mongo had his moments, but honestly, it wasn't Horseman material. But 90s Horseman had basically any Tom, Dick, and Harry in the group. Okay. I could agree to that to a certain extent, but me and John, we got to admit, Mongo's been growing on us for like the past 6 months.
Growing on us for sure, but Scott Steiner's right here. He definitely wasn't original caliber, that you would see.
I agree.
But who else would they have had in the Horseman at this point in time? That's what I throw back at you, Scott. Who would you have put in the Horseman in Mongo's place since they were trying to kind of do it? I agree with you though on that part. But he has grown on me. He's gotten much, much better over the last few months. He had some of the biggest crowd reactions at a few of the Nitros here that we've been watching throughout. If you go back in the archives here.
Yeah.
The crowd was going ballistic for him on a few of these shows.
The Mongo moments. That's what we call them. And the thing is that I got to say, for the Horsemen, I would have to say within the roster, now like with the later formation they made with Dean Malenko, Benoit, Arn, and Flair, they did it right. I think with Benoit and Malenko, like they were definitely Horseman material.
Mm-hmm.
So
Benoit and Malenko were great in there. Mongo, of course, they were trying to kind of put him as that enforcer role there, so to speak, like Double A was.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel says, Sherry wants some Harlem Heat, some real Harlem Heat. There's no more Harlem than Ciclope.
Ciclope, yes. He was one of the original members of the LWO with Damien. 666, so yes. And so apparently with Damien 666, which I was watching the thing.
He looks like a homeless luchador.
Yeah, exactly.
He really does. He looks like a homeless luchador.
They didn't want to use the 666. Good God!
Sorry, I had to do an impression of fucking Excalibur there for a second.
Do you need a clean pair of underwear after watching that?
I might.
Okay.
Mongo in the ring did not fit the Horseman, but what was Horseman material after 1998? His personality surely did. Very good point.
Yeah, because honestly, I would say like the greatest formation of it was Flair, Arn, Wyndham, and Tully, like without a doubt. So yeah,
Luger and Sting were good in their short time in it too. I mean, what about the Ole version though? Ole, Tully, Arn, and Flair with JJ.
I'm not a fan of Ole. I think
I'm not either, but.
Frickin' Ole is an old miserable bastard. I'm sorry. I put him in like the Greg Valentine category.
In the Greg Valentine category right there of old miserable crusty shits.
Oh, it's sure. It's funny because me and my wife were watching the Roddy Piper documentary last night, and they were highlighting the dog collar match between Piper and Greg Valentine, and like my wife was even looking at him saying, "He looks fucking miserable."
Yeah.
I said, "Yep, exactly."
He doesn't just look miserable; he is miserable.
Yes. And
the Harlem Heat is fucking mugging these two luchadors here.
Good
now comes the Steiner brothers getting a little redemption here for earlier.
Jesus Christ. Oh, and like my wife even said that Greg Valentine looks like a mongoloid.
Are the luchadors going to fucking pull off the upset here?
Dude, this is going to be amazing.
I think it's going to happen.
That was one of the worst splashes.
Oh, my God. That was awful, that splash.
Holy shit.
Dude. Wow. Even the guy in the second row in the denim jean jacket, he just that goofy fuck just goes like this. He goes, yeah,
wow.
That was okay. Interesting. I didn't see that one coming.
That's hands down their biggest win they've ever had in WCW. I doubt they won anything bigger than that.
Does Ciclope have dreadlocks or is that a wig?
I think that's a wig.
It's got to be.
Do you want to dress up as Ciclope for Halloween, John?
Why not? Nobody will know what you are, but go for it.
Also, Ciclope was the Wrestler Galaxy as well.
Okay. Daniel says, I told you the power of Ciclope. Watch out for those tag titles.
Oh, my God. Yes.
All right. Interesting. Castrol GTX replay of the week here, Chris.
It's a great
torture test of the week, Tony calls it. Castrol GTX engineered for greater protection against breakdown.
Why do you think my hair looks so good?
Yep.
Castrol.
Put just a dab of that shit right in your hands. Just
boom.
Rub it right in.
But I hate to say it. Do you know who introduced Bret Hart to the oil? It was me. I can't believe I'm admitting this on the show.
All right. Scott says Flair, the guy erased from history, meaning Benoit, Malenko, and Scott Norton may have been interesting as the Horseman, in my opinion. Now,
damn, Norton, actually, that's a interesting thought.
That's not a bad one right there because
no, not at all.
He didn't need to have that personality. He could have been the enforcer, the bruiser of the group, so to speak. You know, like
damn, that's a good.
Could be an interesting one there with Scott Norton. I never thought about that.
I like that.
Lee Marshall is here. He's out in Boston.
Oh, dude, mustache rides galore with Lee Marshall. The mustache.
Boston. He's out there. He's out there partying it up right now.
Do you know what they call him? They call him the Mustache Maniac.
He's got some fucking chowder on his mustache there right now, I bet.
He's in Boston, like with the he's
You ever been to Boston?
I have not been to Boston.
It's a great town. I went up there for a business trip last year for a week.
How was the clam chowder?
I don't eat clam chowder. It's disgusting. I refuse to. You know why I won't eat clam chowder? You know how much I love seafood. If you know me, know me. I would eat seafood more than anything in the world. It's my favorite thing in the world to eat. So when I was 16, I worked in a restaurant as a dishwasher, and they used to fucking bring back the clam chowder vats at the end of the night, and I'd have to wash those things out. It was the most disgusting smell of nastiness ever. I'd rather smell vomit than smell clam chowder. That's how much I hate clam chowder.
Scott
Lee Marshall could have been a better commissioner.
That's the comment of the night right there.
All right. Comment of the night so far. Lee Marshall, better commissioner. J.J. Dillon.
Dude, just imagine Lee Marshall being the commissioner.
Lee Marshall was asked to be a horseman, but said he don't need help. He doesn't share his broads. All right, these two are on equal playing field with me right now.
I love that.
They're both great. They're both great. Equal playing field.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's talking about Sullivan again.
Come on, man. Benoit, don't start talking about Sullivan again, please. I know this is from last week. We do not need to rehash this again.
Benoit's behaving like the crazy ex-girlfriend that can't get over her boyfriend.
More about Sullivan, please.
Yeah.
All right. So I will say this about the Horsemen is I do love their music.
Oh God, yes, absolutely.
I love it.
I would have to say this is probably the best variation of their music. That and like the one they did after this. So yeah,
I think they were always the same if I remember correctly.
Really? Okay.
They used to do the horses coming in. I think that maybe is the only one that you remember from the earlier versions.
Yes.
Have the horses yeah, you hear the horses running.
Have you ate your 4 Horsemen vitamins?
I already had 2 today. I am only supposed to have 1 because they're very powerful.
Yes.
You think if you don't drink water, your piss is bright? Those vitamins give you enough nutrients. I drink 1.5 gallons of water a day as a shoot. And literally, no matter what, when I take those horseman vitamins, bad.
Jeez.
That shit's as bright as can be. It's as bright as this right here, this Brad Attitude koozie, okay?
Oh, dude, that's bright.
It's bright.
That is very
bright.
Last
contract said, must talk about Sullivan even when you eat breakfast.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine Norton and the Horseman while Slick Rick is wooing the ladies Horseman style. Norton could be punking their husbands. He would punk all their husbands at the same time.
He's one of those guys I would not want to fuck with. So just saying.
I mean, world champion arm wrestler. I mean, this guy could beat the shit out of anybody probably.
Oh, yeah.
He was a bouncer, I think, at that famous bar in Minnesota, Grandma Bees or whatever they said too. He was one of the bouncers over there. Imagine going into that bar and trying to pick a fight when you had guys like Rick Rude working in there, Scott Norton, the Legion of Doom. I mean, just to name a few, Kurt Hennig. Go in there and go pick a fight with somebody. See how that works out for you. Nikita Koloff worked there too.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm good.
I could go down the list of people they said that worked at that bar bouncing people.
Do you like to go bouncing? I mean,
retired. You know, the movie Roadhouse, they made it about me, all right? I'm the cooler. I'm the cooler.
I knew it.
I'm the cooler.
I knew it.
I learned from Ming Haku. Daniel says unless it was Haku's wife, then all the horsemen would be downed.
Oh, God.
Imagine, like, Haku and the Barbarian as the only 2 bouncers in a place of about 500 people that they can fit in there. We don't need anybody else. It's like normal for staff is having about 20 or 30 bouncers in a club this big. No, we got Haku and the Barbarian. There's a fight on the dance floor. There's 10 guys going at it. Haku just walks in and starts hitting the fucking Tongan death spike on him and shit.
Just imagine. All he would have to do is just grab like a pull stick, snap it in half, or like just bust like a beer bottle, and me and you would run.
If he blinked at me wrong, I'd run. I'm out of there. I can't run, and I'm out of there. Jose Lothario would have been a better commissioner than J.J. Dillon.
John, I found a picture.
The top performance system, Horseman powered, Power Formula. I can't read the rest there.
Power Formula pills,
maybe 100 capsules. It had plenty of anabolic steroids in it right there.
Order now.
Send $19.95 plus shipping and handling
to NWA One American Way, Roanoke, Virginia. Okay, so do you think that address still exists?
I don't think so.
Do you think this address still exists?
I'm not even going to try. I'm not pissing Steve Blackman off either, okay? I'm not checking that out. If anybody wants to call Blackman bail bonds for yourself right now, you're more than welcome to. I'm not waking up Steve Blackman at midnight with a prank call. That shit ain't happening. Fucking take a kendo stick up my big head, man, and knock me out. That's not happening. That's why Tully failed his drug test, those damn horseman vitamins.
I agree.
They were spiked with coke and plenty of anabolic steroids. Crippler crossface on the Barbarian right now.
Do you think Greg Valentine was the one that supplied the coke?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. He had the Doritos. Remember that?
Yes. Oh my God. Those Doritos were absolutely outstanding.
They were like fucking filet mignon.
What the fuck?
Hey. Chris Benoit taps out the Barbarian.
Wow, this is going to be pivotal for his growth to the main
event. That ain't happening in real life, though. There ain't nobody tapping out the Barbarian, I don't think. You could snap that guy's arm in half, and he's going to beat it over your head.
Read Scott's comment.
When did the Horsemen start selling generic Viagra? 1997, Rick. Likely would have needed to keep them for himself. It's tremendous.
Woo!
I really needed those Doritos. I went back and I never really rewatched the shows, and I went back and I watched the end of that last week for the tornado comment alone, and I had to rewatch it a few times. And then he starts talking about the tornado. My reaction was, "The fuck is a tornado? That thing in a gas station?" And then you actually find the car and put it up there.
Yes,
here it is. I kept this up here just because it was that good. I kept it up here just to enjoy our tornado right here.
Yeah.
We're out hot rodding with Greg and all them in the tornado. Man. My Lord.
That tornado is outstanding, man. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Jeez. Jimmy said, "Don't put your hands on me again, or else you'll never get a match with Kevin Sullivan again." Put your hands on him right now.
Please.
Do it. Please.
Whoop his ass.
Do whatever you got to do. Put your hands on him, please. We don't want another match.
Ming in a death match.
At this point, I'd rather have Rick cut promos than these Benoit and Sullivan feud promos.
Oh my. You're like a jackal here.
Let me tell you, Chris Benoit was a good wrestler, but never give this guy the fucking mic.
Jesus Christ.
He is the worst.
Oh, I agree.
He is the worst on the mic, and he never got better, ever. He was just inept as a promo. He's just got to fight to get another shot at the guy who's fought for 3 years straight.
Yes.
Oh, no. We don't want more stipulations, Gene. The only stipulation we want to have, look at that kid in the back. He's about ready to punch Gene in the head. Sit the hell down, kid.
Sit the fuck down, boy.
That one kid looked like Hodor behind him from fucking Game of Thrones. Hodor!
Oh, God.
Holding the Four Horsemen big foam finger.
Okay, so the crowd tonight, what do you think?
And they're not too bad. They're not good, but they're not bad. They haven't earned even remotely close to Saginaw level. Where can I buy some Horseman Viagra? That way the ladies can ride the saddle all night long, Horseman style. Oh. Woo! Sorry, I got to add in a little flair.
Oh, no. Woo.
Gene would have tore him up and then made his mother a real woman. We got some tremendous comments tonight here. I'm just going to say that. Scott Steiner and Daniel here are on fire tonight.
Oh, yeah, they are.
All right, so have you seen this comedian, Chris? I sent it over to Daniel, and he knows who he is, and we've been watching him and having fun. This comedian, his name is Matt Rife. Have you seen this guy?
I have not.
Oh, my God. You got to check this guy out. He is the funniest comedian I have ever seen in my life. He's that good.
Really?
He does all improv, where he just reads off the crowd and gets the crowd involved and just rips them.
Better than George Carlin?
Dude, this kid, his delivery is the best I've ever seen. He's
Okay.
become like just a huge sensation in comedy. He's the funniest fucking kid ever. You got to look him up. And I threw it out to anybody. If you've never seen him, his name is Matt Rife, R-I-F-E. This guy is gold, literally.
Good to go, baby.
I would love to see him on wrestling ripping some of these people. Yeah, Daniel says it. Never shame him. He just gives it to the people. Anytime somebody tries to heckle him in the crowd, you're never going to win. Ever.
Oh, God.
He's that good. You got to look him up later and check him out. You'll be laughing for days. Look him up on Facebook. He'll get put in your Facebook, algorithm then, and you'll get about 90 clips a day in all your feeds that you'll see from him. Literally, I'm telling you, like I started looking up his videos a few weeks ago when he popped on.
Yeah.
All I see is his clips now, and it's like I just can't stop. That's why I never try to go on Facebook too much, because I'd be on that thing all day watching this guy's clips. He's that funny.
The algorithm, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Dusty Rhodes.
Rick is out here to take on Scott Hall. This will be our main event.
This is Dusty Rhodes saying, "Do you want to ride on the edge of a lightning bolt in my algorithm?" I'm shocked I didn't name a car that algorithm.
Michael Richards, yes, Kramer from Seinfeld. Nobody ever won against him on that one. I don't know how much stand-up comedy he's done since that one, Scott. Yes, look up the Copenhagen long cut clip that he does. That's one of his best ones that he does. It's tremendous. Okay. There's this one I found tonight, Daniel, I'll send you later, where this girl's mom is in the audience and is kind of trying to heckle him, but has the hots for him. And then he gets her to show her a picture of his daughter, and he just epically roasts the mom and the daughter in the same clip in a good way. It's hilarious.
Oh, good Lord.
The Copenhagen long cut one is great.
All right.
Ooh, Rick just got the toothpick right in the face.
What the fuck, man? Uh-oh.
Scott's one of the best sellers out there.
Oh, yeah, like without a doubt.
We always say it every time we see him. To me, him and Kurt Hennig, Rick Rude, three of the people that never held the world title in WCW or WWE that should have. That's my opinion.
Oh, yeah. Now, are you a fan of Baby Yoda?
Love him.
Okay,
love
good.
Grogu.
Okay,
fact,
okay.
I have a Baby Yoda thing on my wall, on my other wall here in my room.
Okay.
I have I think I have about 8 or 9 of his Funko Pops right sitting next to me right now.
All right, because I just found something that's going to make your night. So
I'm
yeah,
a huge Star Wars nerd. So huge Star Wars nerd.
Okay, so then I just found an Iron Sheik tweet that's going to make your night.
All right.
All right.
Flair is lighting up Hall right now.
Good God.
Flair's in pretty bad shape here, wouldn't you say? He doesn't look that good. He doesn't look that good.
Okay. How many drinks do you think Flair's had?
He was probably partying with Hall right before this. They were having a good old time together.
Last call, Scott Ho, bitches.
Let's see. Funny fact, Rick didn't fake his heart attack on Nitro 98. He had an actual one from taking too many Horseman Viagra. I forgot about the heart attack angle that they did with him. Bobby is doing his best here, Daniel, to try to fire himself up. He's trying to show a little bit of passion right now.
Fire me. I'm already fired.
Fire me. I'm already fired. I hate your guts.
No,
it was a good promo when him and Bischoff went at it there. That was pretty great.
No good son of a bitch.
They're still fighting to this day.
Who?
Rick's fighting with everybody though.
Hold on, I thought Bischoff and Rick that was like water.
And then Rick made some comment on it, or excuse me, Eric mentioned something about this time frame. You know, when Rick was a little bit not doing very good on Nitro there, when Conrad brought it up, and Rick took offense to a critique that he had from almost 30 years ago, and then let him up, and then spent a few weeks lighting him up. This was like 6 months ago, and then Bischoff fired back a couple times and just said, "No, I'm not doing this anymore. It's not worth it."
Yeah,
he's like, I have the ultimate respect for Rick. I was commenting on something from 25, 30 years ago. It's over. Like, you don't like my opinion? I'm sorry. Don't get all fired up on me about it.
Dude, that's ridiculous. Why that? Never mind.
Crowd's calling for Sting now, though. They're ready for some Sting right now.
We want Sting, baby. Just imagine if you had what's his name? Dusty Rhodes dressed up as Sting. Just randomly
scary. Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He's kind of scary, bro.
Just imagine him coming down from the rafters.
Nah, there's no strap that's holding him. It's not happening. You'd have to get a triple reinforced strap for that shit, bro.
It's dusting.
It's dusting from the top.
From the top. All right. And like I was saying, whenever you abandoned me earlier.
I didn't abandon you. I have an old man bladder. I'm 42 years old.
Which I was talking about, like the Ric Flair promo, and which I was talking about how during this time, it was basically Flair's matches were pretty much all the same.
Yeah. Yep. But he was Flair, so he got away with it.
Yeah.
He could get away with it because he was Flair. Dusty ain't coming from the rafters. He's barely making it down the aisle at that point.
Oh my God.
He comes back, I think, at Starrcade this year. 97 Starrcade, I think. Kind of
what, Dusty?
Yeah, Dusty comes back in Starrcade 97, NWO Sold Out 98, right around that time frame.
Oh, okay.
He gets involved with the Larry Zbyszko feud with Scott Hall.
Oh my god, I love it.
Yeah, he gets involved with the Zbyszko and Hall feud.
Oh, is this whenever Dusty joins NWO?
Yeah, that's how it happens.
I gotcha.
I think it's sold out 98 that he turns on him, but maybe it's Starrcade 97. I think it's sold out 98 though.
Okay,
right around there. It's a few months within that he does it.
Yeah,
Zbyszko becomes a huge part of the show here in the next few months too.
Oh, Zbyszko's fantastic.
Take him to Larry Land. Just don't give him the microphone and let him do a Hall of Fame speech.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, good God. Oh, yeah.
You got to say this about Flair, though, Chris. You know, even though it was the same thing all the time with him, Flair, the way that he worked the body parts for his character, for his finisher and everything like that, how he would work somebody.
Smart.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, always had tremendous ring psychology in there.
Yeah, I agree. I got you. I agree on that. And Scott Hall, same way when it comes out to it. Scott was fantastic at selling. Scott was, just like his character work, ring psychology, everything.
Scott Steiner says, imagine if John Tenta was the fake Sting in WCW. I think people would have actually had a hard time knowing who was the real one. I'm so glad we don't have any more John Tenta on the show. Literally,
we love him.
We love him and all, but we went through about the half-shaved head gimmick forever. We had the uncensored with Piper bringing out his team.
And then he's
that 40-minute long segment where he's bringing out all the scrubs to be on his team.
And then the
very next week they just cancel it out. It was literally that might have been the longest segment of my life that I've ever watched in wrestling. And it might even beat that Warrior promo when the Warrior comes back to WCW.
Oh God, we're gonna have to watch that.
We're gonna have to deal with that. Is that 98 or 97?
It's 98.
Okay, thank God. At least we got a ways to go before that one. That Piper segment forever ruined everything for me. It was the worst. Oh, it was so bad.
You guys are going to prove yourself to me. And then, he's boxing them and he's wrestling them.
Do you remember Loch Ness?
Yes.
Oh, that was bad, too. Dungeon of Doom, worst stable of all time, do you think, Chris?
Yes.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah, without a doubt. They're fucking dreadful. And it's sad. You have all these wrestlers, and they can't even beat two people, which is Macho and Hogan.
They had about 12 of them in there in that cage or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, we got a disqualification here, but they were ringing the bell forever for Glacier earlier, but they're not ringing it now as Randy Anderson's calling for it. Now, there they go. They finally get it.
The Zodiac, I feel he could have defeated Hulkamania.
Bring out the Yeti and let him fucking hump Hogan again like you did in that one. And
the Yeti!
The Yeti! The Loch Ness should have won the Cruiserweight belt.
Wait, was that 96?
You missed it. It's done. Yes. It was 95.
Jesus Christ.
You missed it. Be grateful.
The Yeti!
Tony Schiavone trying to sell that fucking horse shit was, you got to give him credit. Tony, he would try to sell anything he could for the show.
So Tony's he's still shooting that action movie?
He was like the Don West of TNA, man. He would sell anything for them if they told him to. It's the greatest moment in WCW history.
Oh my God! Every single Monday night. Tonight is the greatest night in the history of professional wrestling. It's like, really, dude?
They realized that Bell didn't matter in the Glacier attack.
Oh God!
Mongo's out now to kind of fight off the NWO here a little bit with Jarrett. How many of those briefcases do you think Mongo went through bending?
13.
A week?
Yes.
He was going and smashing people in Dunkin' Donuts who got his coffee order wrong with that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, he's got some bitchin' boots on there, though.
He does. He's styling a profile.
Cowboy boots.
What belt was he holding?
I don't know.
When did Mongo win the U.S. title?
He didn't.
He did. He did. I promise you he did.
No, he did at one point, I think, right? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to look that up, actually.
Yeah, I think he did actually win the U.S. title at one point. I don't know whose belt he's carrying, though. Is that Malenko's belt? Why is he carrying Malenko's belt?
I don't know.
I don't get it. Mongo and Jeff realizing Flair is getting beat up. They needed to make sure Flair's drinks were ready.
Oh God.
All right. Off topic. What's your thoughts on Adam Cole? I think if he gained 50 pounds, he could have been a top star on 205 Live.
Oh.
I think he grabbed Six's cruiserweight title. Okay, yeah, that must have been Six's then. Because I'm like, why would he be carrying around fucking Malenko's belt? It looked like the U.S. title for a second, but yeah, it must have been the cruiserweight strap.
I gotta say this with Adam Cole, it was his shortcomings were revealed very quickly as soon as he left the WWE, because Triple H booked him like a main eventer down in the NXT brand, and then now you see him, he's just floundering.
Did you see that MJF promo on him last week?
Yes.
MJF fucking eviscerated him. Like, just tore him to shreds. Like,
okay.
Wasn't even I think it did a little bit of damage to him, if anything. It showed how not ready he was to be on a mic battle with MJF. And Adam Cole's a great performer in the ring. But
very few people can. I would say Cena, he could go one-on-one with MJF.
Cena, Reigns,
The
Miz for sure, no doubt about it.
There's very few people.
Cody Rhodes can go at it with him a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So in July of 1997, at Clash Champions 35, McMichaels beats Jarrett for the U.S. title.
Okay.
So there you go.
So I guess we have a Double J is going to win the title here soon, and then Mongo's going to take it from him shortly after.
Ha ha.
Not great. Is that Macho's shirt? Is that him in a jail or a window?
Yeah, the jail. You don't look at anybody else. You look at me. Don't tell me nothing. You go when I tell you to go, you son of a bitch.
You're gonna if Macho's telling you to do it, you're gonna do it. Would you want to fuck with that guy too?
No.
The intensity of Randy Savage. Wow.
Don't you make me bitch slap you.
Imagine like if he had, I don't think he ever had kids, but if he had kids and the fucking teacher calls him up.
Oh my God.
Tells him some shit about his kid, and the kid tells him, no, the teacher's picking on me in school. He's going to walk his kid to school, tell the teacher, don't you look at him. You look at me.
Yeah.
You're going to detention after school, or else I'm going to fucking snap into it with you.
Do you think that he would shit in the teacher's desk?
Oh, he would do whatever he wanted, and they wouldn't do shit about it.
There you go.
Imagine the intensity of him as a parent coming to you as a teacher, parent-teacher conference, telling you little Randy Jr. out there is getting C's and D's in class and not paying attention.
Whoa. Let's be honest. There's no kids that we're aware of.
No. Not that I know of. Macho has been perfecting the "you look at me" about others towards Elizabeth for a decade backstage now. Yeah.
You look at me. Get in the closet. Stay in there till the match is done.
God damn. Do you think that's abuse much?
You think?
Yeah. So
you know what I love about Gene though? Gene, even if somebody was intense as a character or anything like that, Gene never backed down from anybody. Gene could handle anybody on the mic.
Oh yeah.
God, Gene, they don't make him like Gene.
Gene would just be like, shut the hell up, jackass. And he would be,
You fire right back at anybody. Daniel says, well, we know who would have been delivering the elbow drop on the playground. Kids going off the top of the fucking slide, man. Don't hop on there, little Randy. Shut up.
Shut up. Look at me.
Look at me. I'm going to drop this elbow drop on little fucking Ricky here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then the teachers would be calling dad saying, why is your son defecating in their
dig it
in his classmates' book bags?
Dig it.
Oh. I'll tell you though, the DDP and Randy stuff here in 97 was some of the best stuff in WCW of 97.
Oh, outstanding.
Yeah.
Great.
Would you agree with that?
I agree 1,000%.
Yeah.
Just imagine if they would have stretched it out to Starrcade and they would, so like the headline match, Sting and Hogan, then DDP, Macho. I mean, just build up those high-profile matches for the end of the year.
Yeah, I don't remember how many more they have. I know they have their second match here, Great American Bash, coming up. I don't know if they have any more this year. They might have another one or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ, J.J. Dillon.
How many fucking times has he been on the show tonight?
I don't know.
He's been on at least 5 times tonight. Oh, he's trying to lay the law down to Macho right now.
He's got the attitude of that parent. Don't you make me put you in the corner. Cameron, I will count to 3, young man. You come here.
Dig it!
Dig it.
Just this Macho promo alone did more for the DDP feud than the entire Taker Farouk did on the other show the past few weeks. You got it right. 100%. Go away, JJ, please.
Okay, so like the next one we do, is it going to be King of the Ring?
Yes, I think we're on King of the Ring next, I believe. Yes, we are.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I think we're on King of the Ring next for our next one for Raw.
Who's your prediction to win the tournament?
I'm gonna go with Sparky Plug. Bob
I was gonna say Bob Holly. I was gonna say Hillbilly Jim.
Maybe, could be. Might be them in the finals.
If Hillbilly Jim could stop long enough with his speech, man, that man
at
could
this
really...
point of '97, he was practicing it. He was practicing it. It just kept going on and flowed so well when he got inducted.
Oh my God, yeah, without a doubt.
You know, JJ was a prison guard at one point after he got out of wrestling.
What?
Yeah, he was a prison guard.
Would you take him serious?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Not at all. Nope. I told him to go fucking get bent and get out of there.
Just imagine Macho as a prison guard.
No, you'd probably take him seriously. I would have loved to have seen a team of LA Knight and the Macho Man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he wins the Money in the Bank for them and gets the strap.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
I do.
I'm so glad they're finally giving him the attention and push that he deserves.
He was guarding Nails' prison cell.
Yes.
Thank God for Macho slapping the shit out of JJ Dillon. God, he was over with me before. He's even more over now.
Uh-oh. Bischoff.
See, this is a good ending right here. Not just because he's beating the shit out of JJ, but here comes the leader of the NWO trying to pull him off here to say, no, this isn't the time to do it. We can't do it right now.
Don't hit him because he's an official, pretty much.
It's showing the craziness of Macho and how just over the top he was as a character and how hell-bent he is on getting his hands on Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh, yeah.
He's spitting on him now. Boy, Macho just sealed the deal for Nitro for me tonight.
So, spitting or shitting? Which would you choose?
He does all of the above.
Okay.
Either or. I'm not a big fan of the shitting, so spitting's enough. Is that security guard Braun Breaker's dad?
What? Yes.
Look at the one security guard there. They should do a thank you Macho chant here. Daniel put thank you Macho. Thank you Macho. Thank you Macho. Ooh.
Breathe.
Look at him. He's teaching him breathing techniques. Breathe in.
Think about the money.
Think about this. Come on. Breathe in. Breathe out.
Didn't Slim Jim cover his contract?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a win-win for them. Slim Jim covered everything. Doug Dillinger looks like the head of security there in a suit. He looks like a homeless man in a suit. Going for a job interview with that beard.
He could apply to be like a mall Santa Claus.
Easily.
Dude,
Bischoff trying to call Macho, but forgot the Slim Jim. How dare you, Bischoff?
Here, Macho. Here, Macho. Take the Slim Jim. Where's Nash tonight?
He didn't make it into Dayton. That didn't work for him, brother. Him and Hogan are out partying somewhere right now. But see, when you had Macho out here doing this, you didn't need to have Hogan out this week.
Yeah, I agree.
You had two mainstream players. All right. See, Bischoff's doing it right here.
You're the one that provoked the madness.
Yep. Macho looks like even bigger of a player than he already was before that, doesn't he? From this.
Oh yeah.
That's how you book right there. That's how you do it. Good
This
booking.
definitely this segment right here I got Nitro for the week for this.
Yeah. Just smacking the shit out of JJ won it for me, but I like that ending here. It was a fun show.
It was.
Look at the security guard with the big can of Copenhagen in his back fucking pocket there. All right, so that's the end of the show there for tonight for Nitro. So you're going to go with Nitro overall that they won?
Oh, without a doubt, brother. The show was actually, for the most part, decent. The storytelling was great. I like the stuff with Macho and DDP. I like the surprise match with the Harlem Heat, like with them losing. I thought that was a nice surprise because normally like those matches are extremely formulaic, where like the jobbers always get their ass whooped. That was good. I think just in general, like the show was decent. Like the stuff, like with Scott Steiner. Oh no, not Steiner. Scott Norton. Sorry. With them like showcasing him more. The stuff like with Dean Malenko was great. I mean, like flat out excellent show. I would say like the match of the night was one with Malenko. But thumbs up for me, brother. The storytelling overall was fantastic, especially. It's crazy that one segment was so good that it destroyed a whole episode of Raw, and the ending segment did it for me.
Okay. Daniel says Macho is better than the Taker and Farouk angle. Absolutely. I give the show a thumbs in the middle-ish, for me, just because the matches kind of stunk for the most part a little bit, but there were some interesting storylines and way they kind of did things tonight. The whole Macho stuff I thought was awesome, and I really liked the ending to the show. So that's why I'm going to give it to him, though. So
fucking bullshit!
Yep. Well, that's going to be a good intro for the final. Save that for a second from now. But
all right.
Nitro's now at 5, and Raw's at 6 for our battle. So they were down all the way down 6-2. So the last 3 weeks they have come up, and they're nearly tied now. So 6-5 for Raw over Nitro in the series here. But
absolutely love it.
Hit that Chic audio there for a second. This is the Chic tweets of the week that you
fucking bullshit.
There we go.
All right.
So what do we got here? Hit me with them.
So, ladies and gentlemen, which as a tribute to the Iron Sheik, because the guy, he's had a massive impact on like the world of wrestling. Because once again, like without Sheik, you wouldn't have Hulkamania. Like without Hulkamania, you wouldn't have WrestleMania. Like without WrestleMania, God knows where we would be right now. So as a weekly tribute, we're going to be doing the Iron Sheik's tweets of the week, and we're going to go back into the archives and just pull up fun Sheik tweets because Sheik was a great character, but ultimately his tweets were even more entertaining, especially towards the end. So I got four tonight. Normally we're just going to do one, but because it's the introduction of the segment, like we're doing 4, like the full Horseman, baby. And there's 2 that I just found that will crack John up. But here we go.
Hit me with them.
These are the 2 I sent you earlier. Okay. Here we go, John.
If raindrops keep falling on your head, get an umbrella, you dumb son of a bitch. Yes.
That is awesome, isn't it?
Oh, I fucking love that one. That's a good one.
Yes. Great one. It's number 2.
Hello at Wendy's. Where is the beef? Talk to me, Bubba. Wendy's actually responds to him and says, hey, Bubba, the beef is in our cheeseburgers, which are great, unlike that jabroni Hogan. Wendy's is Twitter. I've seen them do this before. They're over with me for their Twitter. They play along with people all the time, from what I've seen.
Absolutely outstanding.
Oh, I love it.
And these are like the 2 extra ones I found.
Okay, let me see. Baby Yoda, you go fuck with the gizmo. You can go fuck yourself. I break your fucking neck, you dumb son of a bitch. That's mean to say to little Grogu. Come on. You could crush him with the Force once he learns how to use it.
Really?
He
really?
could.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
He's got the Force, all right? Luke taught him.
All right. I got you. And this is the last one for the week.
Oh, Hulk Hogan may have been a dumb son of a bitch in the ring, but outside the ring, he was also a dumb son of a bitch.
because as you guys know, the Sheik, he didn't have any love lost for Hulk Hogan. Okay,
It was a gimmick.
I know. And really quick, I got one video to show you guys. It's only like a minute long. And which I was going to do Maxwell Jacob Friedman, but I got another one because we had a special guest tonight via the YouTube page, Mr. Scott Steiner, wink, wink. I'm going to play a wonderful video. So hold on. Let me get this. And
Baby
I know
Yoda has no force on Sheik. Oh.
I know you're going to, yeah, this one you're definitely going to pop for. Hold on, let me, please tell me it got, okay. Why is it not letting me get to the bottom of the damn screen? Hold on.
Okay.
Oh.
Baby Yoda, you dumb son of a bitch, the Sheik will break your back and humble you.
I'll break your back, you piece of shit. All right. Well, John, I'm going to send it to you real quick because for some reason it's not letting me pull up the screen. Here, I'm gonna tag in it real quick and then I'll send it to you.
Okay, shoot it over to me.
All right. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to hold things up. It's just unfortunately.
Why don't we save it for next week?
You want to?
Yeah, let's save it. We'll add a little more flavor to it next week. We always got to add more.
All right, sounds good to me.
We can save that one. Send it up to me for the next one when we come back. So we'll put that one up because I don't have my Facebook linked up under this account right here, and I don't remember my password.
I gotcha.
So I won't find it right now. It can't take the power of Big Papa Pump.
It can't.
No, it just can't handle it. I'm telling you.
Literally part of my screen, I cannot go to the bottom to link it. So yeah, it's being a massive pain in the ass right now.
All right, that's technology happens.
Gotta love it. All right.
Well, let's see. Have you ever heard the Howard Stern segment with the Sheik of the Iron Sheik Jr.? We were listening to some Sheik stuff, but the Iron Sheik Jr. I've never heard.
Iron Sheik Jr.
I don't know. I got to look this up now. And Iron Sheik Jr. I got to look it up then. It was one of the greatest segments in the history of segments. I'm going to look it up later, Mr. Steiner, and we will check that out. All right, Chris, any parting thoughts tonight before we get off the air?
Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support, guys. We are kicking ass. We are taking names. Our page is growing like crazy. Thank you for watching the reels. The most recent one was Braden Walker, baby. Check it out. The legendary Braden Walker. Like, share, subscribe. And until next time, have fun, be cool, love each other. And if you go to jail, call Steve Blackman just to make sure you're within the greater Philadelphia area, and he'll bail your ass out. So there you go.
All right. Call Blackman bail bonds. I'm not giving the number out because if anybody prank calls him, I don't want him coming after me. So not happening. All right, everybody. So we'll be out for a few weeks from lives here on Monday, but we will be back again live in just a few weeks, like probably about. I think July 16th or 17th, whenever it is. 17th, I think, is when we're going to come back live again. So we'll see you then on the lives. But we'll have a few shows for you that we've already taped. We'll put them out for you while we're on our break here while I'm out of town. But Chris, check it out, his Inspired show when he starts getting it up again. And we really appreciate everybody coming out and checking out with us tonight and all the shows and everything that we're putting out. So make sure you like and follow the page on Facebook, on YouTube. Make sure you like the video. We would greatly appreciate that. So for the Stuttering Sheik, Mr. Brother Martin, I am John. We're out of here, and we will catch you all again real soon. Until the next time, be safe, be well. Thanks for checking out the Retro Wrestling Revival.